Bonjour. Gini mi gwan gani tishnikas. Mukwa gani dinwema amik dodem. Mi wach gani yi kwech magwa mampi we be bangi gani we gigidia enankia nibe masewin. My spirit name is Golden Eagle Feather, emerging from Wekmakong, Manton Island, and I've been in this territory for over 20 years. And 4 or 5 years ago, well, even before that, when Josephine was walking around the lakes, we always wanted to join her, but because of our work or commitment here, my aunt and I would not be able to join her when she was walking the Great Lakes. But our spirit was with her. And it wasn't until Tom Jackson did a Water Matters conference here at Trent is when my aunt and I looked at each other. She was on that elders panel. And we looked at each other and we knew that it was time to do something in this area. And so, being inspired by Josephine, we just met with a few women and we decided to do it that May Mother's Day weekend. And we chose that. We only had a couple months to prepare, so it was more word of mouth, our friends, and I wanted to do it in Grace Lake because I teach the children there, teach the native language. And so we started off our journey that weekend, and we walked. It was 109 kilometers, and we were going to do it in 2 days. But each night it was getting dark, and we'd have to stop. And the third day, when we had to take an extra day to complete it, and we had Kawartha police that helped us on our walk, and he said it was a bit too dangerous to continue. So that following Monday when we finished, we tried to finish that in 2 days. We're doing like a relay to try and get finished within those 2 days. So I was being a little bit slow, and so I was asked to get in the van. So I did, and so the next day when we completed that walk, Monday morning, I felt I wasn't complete because we started. So there was probably a good maybe 10 kilometers that I didn't walk because I did do the whole lake. And so when we were completed that walk that Monday, and not knowing that I stopped, a few kilometers, I decided to go back. I needed to finish where I left off to where we had ended that night because we were trying to finish that walk. And so a friend, Paula Meyer, she said, I'll go with you. And then here, Shirley, I'll drive behind, she said. And so I finished that walk, and then I felt so relieved to complete it. And then so 4 years we've walked around those lakes in the Kawarthas. And each year I've walked those lakes. The whole lake, we would, it was 109, 75 kilometers the following year, 73, and then back to 109 kilometers. And I've walked all those years, and I completed those rounds, and it was supposed to end like last year, and then I just felt I needed to do more. And so we decided to continue on for another 3 years for the 7 generations. And so I do that, and I always think of my parents who have journeyed on, because I remember when I was a young girl carrying that water and walking for a mile probably, just when I was young, and I remember carrying both, using those pails, and that's why I walk. And I want to say miigwech to Josephine, who has inspired me to walk for that water, because without water we would not be here. And so I just want to say chimiigwech, gikwech mijien,